that makes a real life scum sucker, in my opinion. You don't go off saying you're for the troops if you're gonna lie about shit like that. Now, next thing on my list. Why in the hell are they turning Mick Foley into Jonathan Coachman? If he quit TNA and all that stuff, good for him. The other thing is, why are they turning Abyss into a pussy? I'm sorry. If they're going to continue on with the storyline, then they need to turn him back into a monster like he was. Have Flair and steal the coveted Hall of Fame ring from him, which will turn him back into a beast. You know? That's plain and simple right there. Okay, now, my newest thing is I'm going to start once a week rating wrestlers and everything else. So, I want to explain this, but first, shameless plug. I gotta say, if any of you guys get a chance, search around the internet for John Rambo versus Cactus Jack. It was a very good match. I give the match 7 out of 10. Very well scripted. Match length was very decent. You know, not enough to bore you, but just enough to keep you excited in what was going on. I will also be throwing in the NWO House of Pain Wrestling School information into either the information bar or in the video itself. Have it flashing up there for you guys to go check them out. They have some great wrestlers. And also I have to thank John Rambo for this next part. Like I said, I'm going to start rating wrestlers. Whether it be from different companies or wherever. I'm going to find them. You know, somebody tells me, hey, go check out this person. I'm going to go check them out. If you want them rated, say, hey, rate this person. Give me their name. I'll go check out, see what footage I can find out about them and so forth. Back and forth. So for my first installment, I did 3 wrestlers, 3 different companies. First one is, how am I going to grade wrestlers? I'm going to grade them 1 to 5 on attitude, skill, showmanship, sportsmanship, and match execution. And what I mean by is attitude, how do they work with, you know, the respect for the business, so forth, and everything else. How is their attitude coming into the evening, to the show, if I can. If I can find out, I will. But morally, attitude, you see come out in the way they wrestle. So, that will be what? Skill, and proper technique, safety, and creativity. Okay? That leads back to attitude. If you have a good attitude, you're going to be much safer, you're going to be more creative, and trying things. Also, I'm going to be looking for the slightly, you know, hey, I'm throwing you into the ropes, clothesline, come back, leapfrog, belly-to-belly suplex. I'm going to be looking for stuff like that. Something that you can tell them that it's taking a long time for them to explain to the person that they're working with, that what they're going to do. So that's skill. Sportsmanship, how they get out there, how they get the fans reacting, so forth and so forth. How the fan noise gets because of them. Sportsmanship, how they work with their co-workers and everything. And then, like I said, match execution, how their roles are face as a heel, Matt Psychology, and so forth, so forth. I'll find it here. I already got my first list of names right here. So, first person I checked out is Nate Webb from the IWA, which if you get a chance, type him in, IWA-MS, check out some of their videos, really good stuff. Watching Nate, he had a really good attitude about him, and so for his attitude, I'm going to give Nate a 5. Now, the other part of that was skill. His skill, you know what, that he was quick moving, well paced. I'm going to give him a 5 there as well. By the way, I want to thank John Rambo for this rating system. His showmanship, he was really into getting the crowd into it, letting his entrance music play the whole song through. Going out there, he's dancing with the fans, giving balloons and stuff, having a great time. Showmanship, 5. Sportsmanship, he tried to shake his opponent's hand, make it, hey, yeah. He was being really good. So there, I have to give him a 5. Now, it comes down to Matt Executions. He's pretty good. Definitely, I watched 4 different matches with him. One being in a tag team, one being and the other 3 being singles. One was the Extreme Hardcore King of the Death match. I have to give him a 5. Really, honestly, giving him a 5. Okay. Next person I'm going to rate is Rob Wells from the SWA. Now, I watched him manage a guy named Bobby Lee, where he turned on Bobby Lee, hitting Bobby Lee with a bookcase. I have to say that his first one, 5. Definitely a 5. Definitely a 5 on his skill. The man's got some mad skill. His showmanship, coming out as the face when he was a manager, he was like kind of like tapping hands a little bit, and then later on in his tag match, he was he wasn't screaming at the fans like his tag team partner. Showmanship, I have to give him a 4. Sorry, Rob. I have to cut you down 1 because, you didn't. I don't know. Sportsmanship, 5. All around ring psychology, how he played as the heel and everything else. Sorry, Rob, I have to go with another 4. So your total score, 23. Nate Webb was a 25. Now, Nick, the Ball of Fury from VCW. I'm going to straight out come and say it. Man was a solid 5. He gets total 25 as well. Because, like I said, I watched him. He was always into it, always pulling the crowd behind him and everything else. So he gets, like I said, perfect score. 2 perfect scores. I'm going to be watching Rob to see how he does the next couple times. Next time you'll see me will probably be Saturday. Going to a live event. Going to talk to a few wrestlers and so forth. Till then, make sure you subscribe. Check out Crazy Mike 1706. And Truth Slayer. Get them all. Good night.